aware about data science or not. So whoever has responded, thank you for responding. So Mohammad Ayaz, Renel and Renele, thanks for responding. Others, please respond to that poll also. And I will be starting the session with the introduction of the organizing committee who has organized this webinar for you all. So beginners guide to data science, as we will be starting with this webinar is organized by DG Grow Hub, which is having a real tagline for it, that is your career insurance, because this provides career insurance to all of the candidates who want to learn more, who want to earn more, who want to grow more in their career. So it is having Ms. DG Grove is having 12 years of experience in teaching to the candidates or the students, with more than 1 lakh professionals they have given to the industries, and 50 plus university collaborations are there with the DG Grow Hub, as well as we have many positive feedbacks, many success stories that we are having. Means the students who have that completed their courses from DG Grow Hub, they are placed in big companies like the Google, Flipkart, or the Asian Paints, Zomato, all of these, as well as we have the students from many countries, not only from India, but we are having the students from Malaysia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Oman, Pakistan. So approximately more than 9 countries we are covering with the courses that we are having, and these are the logos of the top universities with which top universities and colleges with which we are having collaborations. Now, why DG Grow Hub is organizing these kind of webinars and why someone is choosing DG Grow is that DG Grow Hub provides 100% job oriented practical trainings. Means not only we go with the study, not only we go with the practicals, but we go with the job oriented practical trainings. Whatever will be needed in the job, that is being provided in DG Grow Hub. As well as I have told you in the starting only, that DG Grow Hub provides career insurance. That's why in DG Grow Hub public group, as it is growing continuously, you can see it has more than 6,000 members currently active there, which are connected with us, and from that data only we have the complete database that we have created for the alumni of our DG Grow Hub, that they are currently working on the top roles in the industry. So today we will be learning about data science. So these are the 4 main topics that we will be looking after in our today's session. Introduction is the important part. So after introduction, we will be looking after about the tools for the data science, what kind of tools are needed, and which tools we need to study if we have to become the data scientist or the data analyst. Then the data science life cycle, in which sequence that complete data science works, means what will be the first step, the second step, third step, and so on. Then the data science applications, wherever data science that techniques will be used upon, that is called the data science applications. And lastly, we will be creating one of the Python script which is going to automate the task, and it is going to provide us that data which we need in our data science. I have a request, please, all of you be on mute. And if you want to ask any of the questions in between, you can message me, you can type in the chat, and I will be responding to you. So someone has asked about the certificate, whether it will be provided or not. So yeah, it will be provided after completion of this webinar. You will get the certificate also. So now we will be starting the main topic, what is data science. So as I have asked all of you in the poll also, that how many of you are aware about data science. So I have seen that most of the replies were that they don't know about data science at all. And here I will be clearing out all of the doubts, that what's the use of data science, where it is being used, what's the that qualities that are needed for the data scientist, and what's the scope of the data scientist too. So data science is a deep study of all of the raw datas. If we have the raw datas with us, like suppose if we have the raw data of one of the business who is manufacturing some of the product, that how many sales were made in last 3 months, and what's the growth, which kind of product of that business was mostly being sold, in which area it was being sold. So all of these are the raw datas, and if we combinedly use all of these raw datas and make a properly processed that data, or the processed information from that raw data, then that processed format or the processed outcome of that raw data is going to help out that business to grow their future, or to grow their scope in the future. So that's the study of data science, using raw data, processing it, and finally after that analyzing and finally implementing the data that have been captured, or the outcome that we have received in a proper format. So if we have to work with the raw data, then that's the first part, that is asking the correct question and analyzing the raw data. That's the always first step that has to be followed. Then modeling the data using various complex and efficient algorithms. After capturing the raw data, we have to properly use that raw data and process it to get up after using proper algorithm, that how we want to analyze that. After analyzing it, we have to visualize the data to get better perspective. If we are able to visualize it properly, then only we can say that okay, we have finally completed some important task. And after visualizing only, we can say others that this is the report of the data that we have captured. And finally, last step will be understanding the data to make better decisions and finding final results. So after that complete analysis only, we can say that what finally we have to do. Suppose some company is going in loss due to some of the product that they are producing. So after analyzing that only, they can stop the production of that product. Or if some company is getting profit from a single product, but they are manufacturing multiple products and they are not able to calculate proper profit, then by using data science only, they can understand that which product is more profitable for them, and according to that they can use that data, or they can use that particular product to promote themselves. Now what's the need of data science? Why data science became the main part of all of these businesses? Not only the businesses, in our real life also we use the same thing in our everyday life also. If I will tell you a few of the examples, then you will be able to understand that how in our daily life also we use the data science, but without using any that algorithms, or without using any programming. Like suppose if we go for purchasing some of the groceries, then we see that a bulk of groceries are available there. Among them, which one is fresh, we used to what we do, we don't check each and every grocery whether they are fresh or not. We just pick up one of the that one piece from that grocery. We check it whether it is fresh or not, and after that we analyze, okay, so this one is fresh, it means that the groceries are fresh, or if this is not fresh, it means that groceries are not fresh. So that is also the example of data science only. We analyzed it, we visualized in our mind that is, if this is fresh, then it means that others are also fresh, and finally we take decision that okay, we have to purchase this grocery. In the same way, in all of the fields, we have a lot of data which can be even considered as the unstructured data, or the data which has been not processed at all. So for the revolution of technology, all these things means the first level that you can see here, that data flow, unstructured data, data storage, lack of predictive analytics, and lack of scientific insights, all of these kind of data are being combined together to finally create the decision making, predictions, and pattern discovery. And after this pattern discovery, like suppose if we talk about the pattern discovery, if some of the clothing company or the textile industry is manufacturing jackets, so jackets means that is something which will be used when weather will be cold, otherwise it will be of no use. So it means that if they have to sell that product, then they will be manufacturing it just before the winter season and during the winter season, but after winter season those things will be not sold. So that's the prediction, or that's the pattern that is needed, and according to that decisions are made, after which they can easily find out that okay, what is the main decision which is needed for that. So Kanchan has said that my voice is breaking. Is it so? Please someone respond to me whether voice is clear to everyone or not. It's good. Okay. Thanks, Reniel, and thanks, Sam, for letting me know. So now coming to the next part means how this data has been captured and what's the main need. I will be explaining you in this detail, that with the help of data science technology only, we can convert the massive amount of raw and unstructured data into some meaningful insights. As I have given you example, that if we are having some unstructured or raw data which is having no meaning for us, but data science is the technology which is going to use those techniques or use those data and process it, and after that it is going to make it meaningful insight. As well as data science technology is opted by various companies, whether it is a big brand or any of this startup. Means you might have heard about the YouTube trends also. If you watch YouTube videos, then it might in that case you will be able to see that they always ask for the like, share, comment, trends are there, views will be there. So what are all of these? Actually, these all are the raw datas for any of the channel. And when all of these raw datas are in YouTube analytics or in YouTube insights, then only the channel owner or the creator of that those videos will be able to know that which kind of video is being liked a lot by the audiences, and which language they must select. So all of these things will be the final predictions that a channel owner of the YouTube has to make that. So Google, Amazon, Netflix, sorry, all of these companies, all of these big brands are working with the data science technology only, so that they can get the proper feedback of the customers, or we can say that the that experiences of the customers on their platform. Data science is even working for automating transportation, such as creating a self-driving car. You might have heard about the Google car also, which is working with that, as well as the latest and most famous Tesla car, which works on autopilot, or the flights or the aeroplanes which works with the autopilot. So that is also the part of data science only. They are creating such kind of self-driving devices, which is even the future of transportation. In most of the countries, yet it is not available, but in coming future we can say that that will be available, because Nowadays in every country, everywhere, people are aware about the data science, and they are even having a lot of job openings related to data science, because data science can be even considered as the first path for that machine learning or artificial intelligence also. And even data science can help in different predictions such as various surveys, elections, flight ticket confirmation. And one more example, the live example that even we have seen here, and that is, in the starting only, I have asked, I have put one of the poll in which I have asked how many people are knowing what is data science. So you have responded to that. So that is the poll or the survey was also the part of the data science only, because if I would have got the answer all in yes, it means that all of you are aware about data science. Then I might be starting with the little bit, leaving the introduction. I would have been focused mainly on the main points, but as I got most of the no's in there, so I came to know that most of the people are not knowing exactly what data science is. So I started with the introduction. Means that I concentrated on the introduction mainly, and that's the reason. So in this way, data science is even the part of this webinar too that I'm using. Now coming to next part, what are the basic components that are needed to complete all of the steps of data science. So in this we have the data engineering. Data engineering means in this we will be having the proper raw data processed together. Advanced computing, after gathering all of the raw data, when we will be processing it for proper output, where like suppose if we talk about the sale of any of the company, then what's the accurate sale that will be computed, in which month the sale was made more, which kind of product was sold mostly, and in which area. So that complete thing will be processed together, that we will receive. And after that, in advanced computing, it is going to give us a proper report, and that report will be visualized by using the tools like the Tableau or the Microsoft Excel, in which we have the pivot table. So all of these things will be needed to be used here, as well as statistics means the calculations will be needed. And after that, this data or the all of this combination of the components that is needed in data science is going to finally create that full package for the data science information. Now you can see that the data science life cycle. This data science life cycle is actually the round way, means everything are in the circle. But we will start with the first one. We say that the first one is the discovery among this. So discovery means gathering raw data together. So if we have to discover the things like discovering what's the raw data that we need in our that data source, so all of these are the steps that are needed to be followed to complete the data science work. Among this, discovery is considered as the first phase, and it involves asking the right questions, means the survey or the poll part. Second one is data preparation. So data preparation means it is also being called as data munging. Data munging means data cleaning, data reduction, data integration, and finally data transformation. Suppose if whatever data we have gathered, in that we have the duplicate entries available, or some of the incomplete that entries are available. So in that case, we need to do the data cleaning, data reduction, data integration, and data transformation. And these four things combinedly are called as the data preparation. Third one is model planning. So model planning means in this how we have to finally process the raw data together that is being planned. And for this, few tools are available which can be used for those processes, like the SQL analysis services or the R programming language or SAS technology or Python programming language. These are the four tools which are being used for that purpose. And this is being applied on exploratory data analytics. So that is the model building. Finally, processing the data, we have to model it. We have to start model building. Starting means after getting those tools ready, we have to finally use the raw data with those tools. Means we will be inserting raw data to our that machinery or that technology that we have created by using the above mentioned things like the SQL analysis, R, SAS, or Python. And in this, few model building tools or the most common building tools which are available are SAS Enterprise Miner, Weka, SPCS Modeler, and MATLAB. Then next step is operationalize. Means after creating everything, after finalizing everything, we have to operationalize. Means finally we have to process everything raw data with the technology that we have created by the modeling. And this operationalize is going to give us the proper feedback of everything, and that feedback we will be using here in our data science. Means communicating the results to everyone else, those who need more information related to this, and they are going to finally use that data that we have captured from this complete step to take the decision that how they have to make changes in their way for which they have used the data science things. And again that will be in the repeated format. Means again after that performing the decisions that have been taken will be used to work upon, then that data again will be took as the discovery, then data preparation. So this is the complete cycle that is needed to be performed on regular basis, so that our data must be processed properly and our growth must always grow on rising. Now, as I have told you that about the tools that are needed, so here are again all the four kinds of tools or the four divisions of the steps that are being used here. So for data analysis tools, R, Python, statistics, SAS, Jupyter, RStudio, MATLAB, Excel, and Rapid Miners are being used. These are being used for analyzing the data. Second one, in the data warehousing, means for performing the task that are related to the data, that which kind of data has to be stored and saved here. So for that, data warehousing tools are being used. So ETL, SQL, Hadoop, Informatica, Talend, AWS, Redshift. These are the tools which are used for data warehousing. Third category or the third step of the data science, that is data visualization. For this, R, Jupyter, Tableau, Congos, Excel, all of these are being used for the visualization. And last part is machine learning tools. Means after we have got the proper process data, then how it has to be implemented. In that case, there is the introduction of machine learning, means the next step to the data science. So this machine learning tools will be getting the proper information from the data science, and they will finalize the that decisions that they have to take for making that data fruitful. Now, applications of data science. These are the few fields only, most important and most common fields that I have defined here, which are being used, which are using data science in their regular basis. So, fraud and risk detection. Fraud and risk detection means we might have noticed that a lot of fraud calls or the scam calls are on the regular basis being done by the spammers or by the scammers or the hackers. So all of the raw data are combined together and a final report has been created that these are the methods in which people are trying to hack or spam or doing the fraud. So that's the first thing. Second one is image and speech recognition. So image and speech recognition, one of the example for this is that the FBI system which they use means they scan the images or they take the images of the criminals. They find out whether the criminal database is available in their data or not, or the criminal data is available in their database or not, or that matching the voice of the criminals that they have took in the recording. So all of those are the part of data science again. Third one is healthcare. In healthcare also data science are being used a lot. It is just like kind of that disease, like in COVID also we have seen a lot of symptoms were informed to everyone around the world, and whatever was increasing or decreasing in those systems, those were always up to date, and according to that we were able to know whether the symptoms are of COVID or not, or whether the person is having COVID or not with them. So that in healthcare also we have the same thing. Next is augmented reality. Augmented reality is the part of artificial intelligence. Augmented reality means if we are not present at somewhere, but we have the options that we can test it out or find it out in the same way as we are present at that place. Like suppose if we take example on most of the that clothing websites or the on that jewelry websites, they provide the this kind of things available, so that anyone who wants to buy that cloth or shoes or jewelries, they can try that how it is going to look on their face or body or foot. As we have one more thing in India on the Lenskart, that people have to upload their images through the software which is available in the Lenskart itself, and we can put the different frames on those images, and we can check whether which image is looking good or which frame is looking good on us. And last but not the least, it is being used in transportation like the aeroplanes or the self-driving cars and all those things. So for finding out the proper routes or the fully blank routes, so that it should not collide with someone else, in that case data science is the that technology which is being used, and that data science produces a proper fruitful data or the process data which is being used for further experiences. Now in data science, there is as I have told you that there is one of the tool by the name Python which is being used, or the Python programming language is being used mostly, and the reason behind that is that it is easy to learn. Means Python is some of the programming language which is really very easy to learn, as well as it has many built-in that libraries or built-in functions already available, which is being used mostly for analysis of data. So that's the second thing due to which it is being used. And the scalability means as other programming languages like the R, here Python excels when it comes to scalability. It is having a more faster that speed, it is more secure and during the work with the data science. Then, as I have already told you, the data science libraries with the Python, we have a lot of libraries available which is being used in data science, like the Pandas, SciPy, or even a different technique has been also been designed by the name Pythonics, which is being used for only data science. Then it has a large Python community. Graphics and visualizations are available, means we can connect our Python program with the matplotlib, and we can represent our data in the graphical format. And there are many more positive Python, due to which it is being used mostly around the world for data science. Now, if we have to work around with the data science, then the steps that we have to follow is, first of all, we have to learn the Python fundamentals, by which we will be able to create the proper tools for data science. Then we must be practicing with the mini Python projects, because we cannot directly move to the topmost data science part. We have to practice with the mini projects and learn Python data science libraries, means the Pandas, NumPy, SciPy, Matplotlib. All of these libraries we have to study. Then we have to build a proper data science portfolio, and then we can apply for the data science techniques. Whenever we have to start learning data science from the zero level, or from the starting level, we have to follow these 5 steps to become a good data scientist or data analyst. Now you can see here, this is the report only for India, but if we talk about around the world, it is not completely different from this. Same kind of things will be available, but I cannot represent all of the countries that the data together here. That's why I have created a list of the data related to the data scientist job or their salary in India. So you can see the starting salary or the median salary of the data scientist in India is 6,70,000, and even more is being paid if you are having knowledge of Python, machine learning, statistical analysis, big data analytics, as well as R also. So all of these are the additional things, and if you are having the good additional knowledge of anything, then you can easily provide a good you will get a good job in your hand. And even data analytics is the future. This is the future which is going to be taking over all of the industries, because as I have told you, that data science is not something which is only the single step, but in data science we have multiple steps. Data science is just the start of the journey of this. After data science, it is being used in the machine learning, as I have told you in the example also. Then if you have the good knowledge of machine learning, you will be jumping to the artificial intelligence, which is similar to the scientist. So in that case, it is not that you will be stopped with the same thing, but and here are the job titles which are being provided to the people who are having knowledge of data science. So data scientist, business intelligence manager, data architect, business intelligence architect, data engineer, business intelligence developer, business intelligence consultant, then business intelligence analyst, business analyst, data analyst. All of these are the jobs or the designations which are under only data science. Above this is machine learning and artificial intelligence. So if you are having knowledge of data science, then you will be able to apply for all of these jobs. And you can see the average salary which has been reported by Glassdoor, which is one of the reputed company which provides such kind of data. And even Glassdoor is also using the data science for creating this kind of reports. So you can see that everywhere in our life we are coming through the data science, but as we are not having proper knowledge that how to use the data science and how to program, how to create a tool, how to use the tools, then we are thinking that how they are able to create such kind of reports, but that's the part of the data science. And in our current situation, in current world, as everything has become online, so most of the people are not going to take surveys or polls around the world by going out and visiting to everyone, but they will be using the data science. They will among 100 they will be asking same questions with 10, and by that they will be able to analyze the complete report, that what's the final reporting of that. Here is the data science career path. In the executive level, CRM reports, MIS, DQA, MBA freshers, BBAs apply for that. In the analyst, data mugging, then already I have told you that data mugging. So in this career path, you will be able to see that how from executive to chief data officer or data scientist is the final step, in which all of those jobs which we have seen here will be included, and the knowledge, the technology, the designations, everything is mentioned here in this data science career path. Now in data science, I will be showing you one of the demo, as I have told you in the starting only, that we will be working with one of the program or the Python, so that we can work upon and I can show you the exactly what is happening when we are writing such kind of programs and what it is performing finally. Let me know whether my screen is visible to everyone or not. Is my screen visible to everyone? Okay, thank you. So here you can see this is one of the program which has been written in Python for automating the task and for gathering the information from one of the link that I have provided in this program of Flipkart for one of the product. So what I will be doing in this, I want to gather the information related to the on this Flipkart page for the product, that what are the products which are available on that page, what's their prices, and even we will be storing that data in one of the Excel file or the CSV file by the name products.csv, with two of the columns, product name and price, as well as I will be showing you two different tables that will be available on our screen by the name products and prices. So I will run this program and you will be able to see it will automatically open Google Chrome. It will automatically open the link which I have provided here, and it is going to get the information from that website related to the products that will be available there and the price of those products, and it will give us the final output. So here you can see it has finally written that the starting program to grab product name and prices. In the backend you can see the website is open, product page is open, and finally we have got the output. So these are the name of the products. This list is the name of the products which is available. First one you can see Poco C31 Shadow Gray 64 GB. So I will be showing you that Poco C31 Shadow Gray 64 GB. Price is 9499. So we will see that the first price is 9499, and this is the price list of all of the products in the same sequence as the products is available in this list. So this is the step those are being followed for capturing data from the website. I'm just showing you one of the example how we have automated the website. Here you can see it's clearly mentioned on the top. Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. So we have automated this. We have captured the data. We have captured the data from this website for the product name and prices. And now I will show you, this is the file which has been created, and you can see the timing 4/12/2021. 2:45 is the timing when this file has been created. I will open this file and you will be able to find out same products which we got in the list. So here you can see the product Poco C31 Shadow Gray 64GB 9499 is the price. Now in this way, when we will be able to capture the data on regular basis, yes, we can automate this program on regular basis. So it is going to run for 24 times, 25 times, 48 times after any of the interval that we will be providing, and it is going to find out the final report that what's the that difference of the prices when it was updated or uploaded on the page. So it is just like that. We can use this raw data, we can process it, and finally we can analyze and we can find out that which product is price is fluctuating more, or which kind of product is being used more, or which mobile phone or the cell phone or the smartphone is being sold mostly, and which is not having a lot of discounts available on those websites. So in this format, we can work with we can work with the data, we can capture the data. So very simple example I have shown you that we can do. There are many more examples related to the data science, related to the example that I have given you of that capturing any of the data like the FBI, as I have told you. So in that format also, if we want we can use the data, we can match the data, we can use the data science for taking attendance by using the face detection method. We can count the number of people who have entered at some of the places. All of these things can be done by using data science and by using Python programming. So if we talk about the other programming or the other that fields which are correlated to data science, are that advanced Python. In that actually after learning Python, we work with in three fields of the in advanced Python, either in web applications or the software applications or the data science. So that is also correlated. Then AI using Python, means artificial intelligence using Python, machine learning using Python, or the data science course is available, C++ programming, C programming, Java, SQL. All of these programming systems are available in DG Grow Hub, and whoever will be interested, they can join the sessions and they can learn more for their career growth, for getting the job or their first job opportunity also. And all of these trainings are available. Now, what else do you need to know about data science? If you have any of the questions, you can type me out in the chat. We have 5-minute sessions for the question answer. So whatever questions is in your mind. Does data scientist work in night shift? Kunal, see, as you're asking about the shifts, then it is like that 24/7 kind of jobs are available for data scientists. Because in India, we are working in day shift, but when it is day in India, in other countries like the US or the UK, it is night. So it means that in India also we have the night shift, means if we are working for some of the MNCs which have the client in US or UK. So data scientists have work at 24/7 schedule completely. Yes, anyone else who is having any queries related to data science for today's webinar. So I have created one more poll. Please respond to that. If you are unable to type it here, if you want to even speak up, you can unmute yourself and you can. DG Grow Hub, as this is the organization which provides online courses related to more than 90 courses, more than 90 types of courses are available. And DG Grow Hub provides live chat, Facebook community is available, video calls are available, which is being used by the students for their counseling, as well as you can see we have a lot of that feedbacks that we have received from our alumni who are working somewhere or who has completed their courses. And even in this session also, you have heard from Anupriya. She was telling she is already our student. She is learning Python in a regional language, and after completing that, she will be learning data science too. So all of these things are the feedbacks from our students in DG Grow Hub. They have given the positive feedbacks to us related to the communication that we use during our sessions, then the professionalism and qualities and values. Then even we have a lot of video feedbacks also available that our students used to give us. And these feedbacks are being used when these feedbacks are available on YouTube. I will be sharing the link so that if you want to go through this links, you can easily open and you can see. Even we always used to update our YouTube with the latest webinars, means on regular basis, on monthly basis, we take at least 4 to 5 webinars currently, and in future we will be making it on the that regular basis, that in month at least 10 to 15 webinars we will be that organizing, because it is just like that we have more than 90 courses, so we have to cover up webinars for everything, and we always work for that. As well as I have told you that I will be sharing the link of the YouTube channel, so whenever you want to even find out anything new which is available there, you can easily do that and you can join. Connected. Amol, if you have asked if we want to learn offline, so I want to tell one thing to you, that in last 2 years, all of us has came to know the usefulness of online. It is okay that in offline also we it makes a little bit difference, but not that much difference. If we talk about the education system in foreign, then it is completely online. And if you want to learn data science, means you have to use online system only. So you have to learn online systems, then only you can proceed further. That's why our courses, most of the courses which are even related to the online system only, like creating website or that digital marketing, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, programming languages, all of these can be easily covered online. It is not compulsory for going for the offline, or for these things at least. For offline calculation, mathematics, those things are only needed, but for this, it's okay that we are going with the online. So I have shown you the feedback. Now, the plus point of joining data science course in DG Grow Hub is that it is the master program. Having 6 months of online course, you will be able to learn at your comfort from your house or your office also. If you are office going person, then you can learn it from there also. We will be having the live lectures from the that certified instructors, as well as we have many guest lecturers who come from the corporate offices also, who is already working as a data scientist or the automators, and they also take guest lectures, as well as instructor will be available there. Free access will be provided to the online support community, where you can discuss with the course related queries, or where you can discuss with the job opportunities and all those things. We always have the weekly doubt sessions with the experts, means in every weekend we have the doubt sessions with the experts that you can join, and you can clear out your all of the doubts. And in that, we will be having all of the batches combined, so that you can even know what's the progress of other batches too. And we provide 2 months of internship in this after this 6 month of online course. And then LMS will be provided. LMS means learning management system. In that, you will be able to get all of the study materials online there. You can even track your course implementations. You have to give the quiz, you have to perform many other tasks that will be provided there in the data science. And after that, you will be able to get a proper certificate or a proper grading, that completion certificate. In that, as well as we provide, if you have joined for this course, for the master course, in that case it is completely job oriented program. And the starting salary, I have already shown you that it is going to give you more than 6 lakh per annum. And the training steps or the works, how it works is that you have to go through the training videos that we will be giving you live, as well as in the LMS also. Then you have to test it out, you have to do the quiz, you have to work around the practicals, and in that format you will be completing your that complete practicals or complete informations. And then finally you will be getting your internship, and after internship you will get the industry recognized certificate from DG Grow Hub. As well as I have told you that here in DG Grow Hub we have the option that you will be getting the government certification also. So these are the few of the training highlights. You will be able to learn from home. You will get the certificate, placement assistance will be available there, video tutorials, live classes, you will be building projects, doubt clearing sessions will be there. For beginners, it is very much friendly because no prior knowledge is needed. As I have told you that we will be working with you to make you more professional in your field. Then lifetime access for the learning management system or the LMS will be available, from where you can even download the study material or the contents. So in this image, actually this image is something informative which I am presenting here. It shows that in early time also people were having a lot of facilities, means people try to give them lot of facilities, but if they are not so much educated for their future, then they never take those kind of help from the intelligent people. So I'm not saying that it is like you cannot do anything, but making anything work harder, it's better to work smarter. And in DG Grow Hub, we provide smarter courses which will make you your hard work combined with the smart work, so that you can increase your career, you can grow in your career. So these are the certifications that are recognized everywhere around the world. As well, told you that in we have the masters as well as government certification, means postgraduate and data science course is also available with DG Grow Hub, in which you will get such kind of government recognized certifications with the mark sheet, and the certificate will be available. And this will be government certified, means it will be certified by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, and a proper recognition of these certificates are available, which is valid around the world. And in this, you will be able to get jobs very easily, because you will be completing your PG, as well as you will be working practically, not only theoretically but practically. as I have told you in the first slide only, that DG Grow Hub provides 100% that live practical training, 100% job oriented live practical training. That's why our government recognized certifications works a lot around the world. So whoever are interested, you can share your email IDs here. I will be sharing you details to all of you, so that we can be in contact and you can get information related to the course and their fees, as a few of you have asked about the fees also. So please give type it here, means your email ID is here in the chat, so that we can send you the all of the informations related to the courses that we are having in DG Grow Hub. And till then, I will be sharing the feedback form link. You have to give the feedback for today's session, please. That is important for us also, because by your feedbacks only, we are trying harder to get back to everyone and to work around here. So Kunal Amol has shared. Anyone else who want to get more information related to this? Yeah, thank you, Hector. So till you are sending your email IDs, this is the link for the feedback form also. Please fill this feedback form. And after filling this feedback form, again, we have done something automation with this, that after filling this feedback form, you have to select the webinar and then data science. You will be receiving your that certificate in your email directly.